Whenever I'm working with a new student, I always tell them that there are two types of analysis that one must do on a property deal. Your first initial stage is using assumptions to get an initial offer price. Then you sign an offer to purchase with the agent, having a 2-week or more due diligence period where you get proof or evidence of all the assumptions that you've made. The thing is, you can't try and get all of the proof for every single deal. It's just going to take too long, and success likes speed. So you use the assumption model to get your initial offer price, then proof to back it up. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it.
I educate people to reach financial freedom through property through cash flow positive investments, specializing in the low income multi-let residential market.
Starting with assumptions, as you know the saying, and assume is making an ass of you and me. So making a business decision on an assumption is never a good idea. But to create your initial offer price, starting with some assumptions are a good idea. So let me show you an example. Let's say that you're looking at a single let in a CBD. I've just used as an example here a 4-bed apartment in Berea, Joburg CBD. The asking price is $255 for a 72 square meter property. And here the agent has told me that the rent is currently $5,600 with levies and electricity together as 1.8. Now, when I run my first assessment or analysis of this deal, I'm going to use 5,600 as rent and 1,800 as levy and electricity, because right now, that's the most information that I have. When I sign my offer to purchase, though, I'm going to say in the OTP, subject to proof of the rental, lease agreements, bank statements, rent roll, something like that, and levy and electricity. I want to see a statement from the municipality. I want to see a statement from the body corporate. So you do the assumptions so that you can get the facts and get your initial offer price. So this is the information we have at hand now. We know what the asking price is, we know the rent and the levies. We can see from the photos what the condition of the property is. Now I just want to let you know that these photos were taken in 2007. You can see by the top right-hand image, that was plastered on all of the photos. This means that the agent is using photos from, 15 years ago. I'm not saying this is not what the unit looks like. All I'm saying is that I'm going to assume the condition is like this. In my OTP, I'm going to ask for an inspection, and I'm going to make sure that my inspector goes in, takes photos, videos, and gives me a comprehensive report of what the condition is. But for now, I'm going to make the assumption. Now, you've got to realize that agents are commission-based. So agents are going to give you information that they think will help you make a decision in their favor. I don't like to say that all agents are like sleazy car salesmen, because I've worked with really good agents, I've worked with professional ones, and they're a great power team member to have when you're looking for stock, and as you build a relationship, they can be really useful. But you've also got to realize that this is human nature. When someone is earning a commission off you making a decision, they are biased, regardless, always. Even agents that that I have worked with for years and I've done several deals with, I still will not take what they say as evidence. They have to always back it up and prove. Anyone earning a commission off a sale cannot be trusted to give unbiased information. Use agents for information, but vet everything that they say. Okay, so what we're doing now is our assumption model. I'm using all the information, the agent who's the commission earner who's biased, I'm using their information because that's all I have right now. Right, so let's run the numbers, right? I'm going to put bond repayment. So if I'm buying at $255 at that interest rate over 20 years, that's my bond repayment. Rates and taxes and levies, the agent said 1.8, right? Provisions, I'm putting some money aside for maintenance or for management or whatever it may be. So let's assume now that the rental is 5.6, so we're trusting the agent, and we work out that our cash flow is 5.82. So now I can go to the agent and I can say, okay, cool, I'd like to sign an offer to purchase, $255. I think it's a good price, subject to a 2-week due diligence period. And during this 2-week due diligence period, I want proof of income, proof of expense, proof of condition, proof of financials. So starting off, okay, we want proof of income and proof of expense. Now you can see that the agent has said here, look, there's 5,600 for the 4 bedrooms and 1,800 for levies and rates and taxes. So he's told me that. So he's obviously got proof. Right? The second thing that I want renovations and financials. I want to understand what's the condition of the property, because the photos you took of 2007 give me no trust. And I want to know the financials of the building that I'm investing in. That's one of the biggest risks of investing in the likes of a Berea and a Heelbrow, is if you have one unit in a 100-unit building, you have no control over the body corporate. You could become a trustee, but your voting rights are so limited. And that's why I like to I like to buy the whole building, because then I'm the body corporate and there's no corruption. I get to manage all the renovations, and I don't have a dodgy body corporate that's not fixing the lifts or not maintaining the building because they're trying to keep some of the cash. Let's go back to our Berea example. Let's imagine that we've gotten some proofs from the agent. Now we can rerun our numbers using advanced information. So let's say that this is what the numbers look like. Okay, levies has gone up, provisions has gone up, rent has gone down, and now we're in a negative cash flow situation. So when you ask the agent in the 2-week due diligence period to give you proof of expense, you get your COJ municipal bill, you get your body corporate levy statement. That's how I got the number of 2,500. The provisions. Your inspector goes in, they look at the condition of the property, they take photos, videos, they give you a comprehensive report, and they say there's mold here, this needs to be fixed, the kitchen cabinets are trashed. Now you have to put more money aside for maintenance because actually the condition of what the photos were in 2007 don't reflect today's. And then rent, you ask them for proof of income. So they send you a couple of rent rolls, or you go and look on Property 24 to get a comparison. You download a TPN report, and TPN gives you an average. You use Pocketlet and you work out what the averages are. You phone a couple of agents and you find out actually 5.6 is premium. I can only get 5,000. See, now that you've rerun your numbers, now you can see, okay, wait. This deal doesn't work at 255, my brother. You go back to the agent and you say, no, my offer is 180,000. The reason being is because levies were understated, provisions were understated, the photos were from 2007, and the income was not justified. So you're able to now negotiate. So the question is, why assume? Why not just start with the proofs? Well, that's a good question. The thing is, you could request proofs from all the agents, but they're not really going to give you proof until you've committed. So I like to sign the OTP so that I can, show them intent. I can say, I'm willing to buy it at this price, but help me out with this, this, and this. You're going to get a much better, more positive response from an agent versus, if you just say to them, give that all before I sign, they might just, go quiet on you. So you've got to use the assumption model to get your initial offer price, to determine what your initial offer is going to be on the 4-bedroom so that you can sign the OTP with the clause for a 2-week due diligence period. And you can say, subject to a whole bunch of things. These are the clauses that I most often use. I say, subject to 2 weeks due diligence, and then I want 3 months proof of income, 3 months proof of expense. I want annual financial statements. If I'm going for commercial or something a bit bigger, I'll ask for proof of tenant vetting, approved building plans, approved SG diagrams, zoning certificates. So depending on the deal, the strategy, what risks you may perceive, you can add whatever you want to your OTP to have that, to be able to exit. So using agents is important to get your initial offer price, but you need to vet everything with proof, then using that proof to justify your real offer. So start with your assumption, work out your initial offer price, then put all the proven numbers in, see what your return is. If your return is not as good as you want it to be, work on your offer price. Get your offer price now to a point where you're comfortable with your return, and then re-sign a new OTP and say, look, now my offer is 180 subject to nothing. All right, that's my deal because I've done my vetting, I've done my due diligence.
I hope you enjoyed that video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Please go and check out my YouTube membership. You get access to exclusive content. I'll also analyze live deals on your behalf. So go check out my YouTube membership for that and so much more.